So what happened, Dr. Hall, was in during the midstream of my Christian hip hop career, I was speaking at a college and I was talking about love. And as I was returning to my car, God spoke in my ear and said, well, how you gonna talk about love and you hate your mother? And this was the catalyst of my 3-year journey to detox from the toxic soul tie from my childhood. I
Wow.
never I never knew my father. So I was raised in a house full of women, my 2 older sisters and my mother. I have one younger brother. He came along 5 years later, but I was raised literally around women. My mother was a hairstylist. She owned her own hair salon. So we were brought up in a hair salon. And she later remarried, but the man she married was abusive. So from the age of 8 to 18, my entire adolescent years, I witnessed and fell victim to domestic violence. It was because of that that caused me to hate my mother because I blamed her for choosing him over her children. And the impact that that had on my life, even after me being saved, I can be honest, I can be real with your audience. I still hated her. And I'm talking about 13 years of salvation. I never called my mother, never went to her house for holidays, her birthday. I cut my mother off. And God began to deal with me on the toxic soul tie that I had. And even now, as I've now become the love and life coach, I'm seeing so many different artists. People have called me as the celebrity love and life coach, not just from me being from the music world, but a lot of the people I've coached have been artists, like
Wow.
famous artists, people you know, right? And I've just even seen it in men that, men for us, if you can't trust your mother, who can you trust? And then there's this toxic soul tie where you end up blaming and taking
Uh-oh.
out how you feel about your mother with the women that you deal with in life. Now, Dr. Hall, I don't know how you get down on your show, but I'm real and I'm raw, so
You're real here.
I can only give it to you like I give it.
Please.
So God began to deal with me on me and my toxic relationship with my mother, who in turn caused me to be toxic, and then I didn't even know it. And I went on a 3-year journey of detoxing. And when I finally forgave my father for not being there, my stepfather for being abusive, and my mother for allowing all this to happen, he said, now I want you to go and teach everybody else how to get untied.